Okay, hello everyone. I'm Larry Searles, the Director of Public Works for the City of Saline. We're here today to give you a brief introduction of the East Michigan Avenue Water Main Lining Project. The scope of the project will entail traffic controls first, setting up a temporary bypass water system, excavating pits for access to the water main, the cleaning of the water main, the reinstatement of the water main, testing, and then back in service, pits out of the ground and dressed up. So very low impact, low invasive procedure. It's a lot different than the open cut method. It will cause very little disruption to the direct impact, which we're calling the direct impact, the people that have to be hooked up to a temporary or hooked up directly into the main on Michigan Avenue. Indirect are the businesses that are going to be driving through the project area. We're on a very short window on this project. That's why we're trying this method of public information. MDOT is reconstructing Michigan Avenue starting July 1st. So we have a short window to get the job in. I'm going to turn this over to Tasha Humphreys, our city engineer.
As Larry indicated, this project is specifically in regards to the water main lining for East Michigan Avenue. Highlighted on the left side of the slide in yellow are the actual areas of the water main that are planned to be lined. On the larger map on the right side shows the City of Saline's water distribution system. And the project limits are highlighted in orange on the kind of eastern middle edge of the system there. So the project will impact Michigan Avenue between Maple and Industrial. We are planning to close a lane of traffic in both directions for the duration of this project, and that's the biggest impact to the public. MDOT came through this area about 20 years ago and did a large repavement and moved some water main out of the influence of the road. And the water main that was not moved, the older water main, is the water main that we're going to line as part of this project. So MDOT, as Larry kind of indicated, they have a resurfacing project scheduled here for this summer that's going to start June 15th. And we were organizing all of our projects for this summer. We realized the urgency to get this water main lining done to really focusing on our water clarity issues. And in doing so, we've worked with our contractor, FERPAL, to make this one of the first projects of the season, getting it in ahead of MDOT's schedule. So the area you're looking at orange on that map there will be under construction as far as the public's concerned, with lane closures and impacts to traffic for the duration of this summer. I think as far as this project, just briefly on the bottom note on this page, the temporary bypass, you will see some pipes up along this route to provide temporary water to businesses. In general, most businesses will not notice this. Those that will have an impact will be notified during the project. I think next slide.
Well, since I already did this slide out of order, I'll talk about the slide I should have been talking about earlier. What water main lining is, it basically is a reset of the water main. We open the water main up, run scrapers and jetters through the pipe to clean the pipe walls, get a clean pipe wall surface, and then a liner is pulled through and epoxy resin is put into the liner as it's going in the pipe, and it actually becomes a new pipe inside the pipe. The old pipe just becomes the vessel. Once the pipe liner is cured, it acts as the structural strength of the original water main. As you can see on the picture, the pipe on top, it's got a lot of tuberculation in it, typical of iron pipe in a water system. Down below is a pipe that has a liner installed. We're going to show a couple of videos that kind of details the process.
Under every municipality, there are large water mains that carry water from the source to businesses and homes just like yours. When these were first installed, metal pipes were the best option. However, most of these pipes have now corroded. When that happens, it causes buildup and breakage, leading to damage and costly repairs. This is where we come in. FERPAL has been helping municipalities rehabilitate aging water mains since 1986. But how, you might ask? Well, that's a good place to start. FERPAL rehabilitates old water mains through a process called cured-in-place piping, essentially building a new water main inside the old one. The first step in this process is installing a bypass system. This means that residents will have water connected to their property at all times during construction. Next, we cut into the water main and clean out any rust or buildup on the inside. Using a metal scraper and high-power water jet, we restore the water main back to its original metal interior. After that, we send a robot with a camera into the main. This allows us to see what we are working with, while also plugging the services off the water main to make sure they are left unaffected when lining the pipe. We follow this step by inserting our liner into the water main. The liner is a polyester jacket which we inject with an epoxy resin on site. Once the liner is in place, we inflate it with hot water, allowing the epoxy to cure, giving it its strength. Once our liner has hardened, we send through another robot to drill out the services and reestablish a connection to each property. After the robot is done, we test the newly rehabilitated water main and reconnect it to the existing system. What's left is a brand new water main without the cost and excavation that comes with a typical water main replacement. Now that you know a little more about water's journey to your home, what do you say we make it a safe one? Ask for FERPAL. FERPAL, helping your community help you.
The next video is going to be able to help you see how non-invasive this process is. Time-lapse version of an actual project, where you saw the bypass going in, the pits being dug, the pipe being cleaned and then lined, and the services being reinstated. Just for everyone to see, this is a cutaway of a service. This is the plug. The plugs get activated when the camera goes by, lights up, I think through probably an RF switch, a magnet. Lights it up to make the camera, make it easy for the camera to locate, drills it out from inside so that we don't have to have as much excavations on this process. Tasha, do you have anything you want to add?
Nope, I think the only slide we didn't actually show was the summary of the MDOT project, two before this, but we touched base on the MDOT's coming in after this project, and so expect our projects start in late March and MDOT's to start in mid-June, and impacts to traffic in the area between Maple and Industrial.
And the MDOT project obviously is not a city project, even though it is in the city. So once we're done with the water main lining, we'll be out of the way, and then MDOT takes over. And there's contact information, emails, and phone numbers if you have questions.
And are there any questions? Here, yep. It's within the city limits, is my understanding. I know there's separate work that MDOT's doing closer to the interchange, and I'm not sure what the limits of all of that are in Pittsfield Township. But this project is bid between Maple and Industrial. It's just for mill and resurface.
We would check, but no, on most of these smaller services, we're not even going to be excavating the service line itself. We'll actually never see it. But they will be part of the service identification that comes with the meter changeout.
Yes.
They use asphalt millings to ramp it up so traffic can go over it smoothly. It protects the pipe and the vehicles. Hopefully by Friday, they'll all have a notice in hand that has a link to this live stream. And we're going to send it out to all the businesses in the project limits, and then not just the people that are directly connected to the water main. We're going to give everybody the overview of what's going on.